What's up, everybody? At the time of this recording, it's actually the end of a work day for me on Wednesday. I also had a meeting after work, so yeah, I'm kind of beat right now, and I'm actually going to get some rest in before I work on the Funko News video, which a lot of you that are watching this video, you probably already have seen the midweek Funko News video. That's because I want to go ahead and record this unboxing, and then I'll save this unboxing to post until after I have up my midweek Funko News video. So that actually happens a lot on my channel because I do want to try to stay somewhat consistent with that midweek Funko News video. So it usually goes up late Wednesday or early Thursday, and if I have to do an unboxing video that day, I just pretty much tend to save it for like Thursday afternoon or evening or Friday. So yes, the scheduling is kind of funny that way sometimes with YouTube, but yeah, enough about all that. Basically, this is a box that came to me courtesy of one of my supporters. Really appreciate this. You know, it comes from James, and James, well, obviously I'm not going to give up his his last name, but James, I definitely do appreciate you sending this my way. I will show you all here that he did include a letter, which I really do appreciate that. And this one is pretty awesome from the jump. It does. You know, I mean, it has the American flag there, it has a dog there, so I'm very patriotic. I am a dog lover, so yeah, that's cool right from the jump. On the inside here, it says, just want to say thank you for all you do for the collecting community, and he did sign his name here as well. And there's actually a stamp here on the inside. Not really sure why that is, but it is a cool looking stamp there. Okay, a little bird house. Not sure how clear that is. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, that's very cool. And of course I will put this card up on my wall like I do with you know, the cards and letters that I receive. So yeah, very cool. Let's go ahead and check out the items that James sent here. Okay, so we have a box here, and he actually wrote on this. And by the way, everything was pretty well wrapped. I just went ahead and started kind of taking things out though, just to try to make this unboxing a little bit smoother though. But you see here that this says, I think you already had this one, but, and then he did decide to send, well actually let me show you what exactly mystery minutes these are. These are basically the DC superheroes and pets. So I want to actually move his note here. I'm going to move the post-it so we can take a look at all the figures that come in this set. And I'm not going to name them all off. If you know DC pretty well, you know the characters here. And I mean, I think we all could guess which one he sent my way. As a matter of fact, I think I actually had it on Pop Price Guide, my want list on Pop Price Guide. And yeah, the one he sent my way here. And he actually says it on the inside here which one it is, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you all. Yeah, this is cute. We have here Harley Quinn. So yeah, that is a pretty cute figure, and of course I collect Harley Quinn, a lot of Harley Quinn things, so that's definitely appreciated. And I do want to point out something though. With these figures here, the characters, other than the pets, I mean of course the heroes and villains, they're all in this T-pose. I've talked about this before. I'm really not sure why Funko decided to do that with some of their mystery minis. And what I mean by a T-pose is that, you know, they're standing straight up, their legs are together like that, and then their arms are out to the side. It just seems like an odd choice to me, but it actually works really well for Harley Quinn though. I mean, it does look cute, so yeah, I definitely do appreciate that. But this is probably the only one that I really need out of this series of figures. Although I will say, if I ever found these like on special or something, if you know the price was marked down, I might pick a few up, because the Laughing Fish and Joker of course would be cool to have. I mean, mainly those, but yeah, like I said, I wouldn't really go out of my way for these, but I really do like that Harley Quinn one. Okay, so the next thing here, and I'm gonna put some cuts in here, to some edits in here to basically kind of make things smoother. So I had to take some plastic off here, and actually I think there's still some plastic on the inside of this, because this is a pop and a protector, and this is a new protector. So yeah, it actually still had the plastic on it, but oh, and there's actually a note on the back. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the note that he put here on the back. It says, with the next Legion of Collectors box theme being Green Lantern, thought you might like this. There actually is a dog and cat there at the bottom, but yeah, this is the John Stewart Green Lantern. I feel like I may have actually had this one in my collection before. I don't have it now though, and that is because I think at the time I was basically trying to make space. It was just so cluttered in here, and it's kind of getting cluttered again. I'm basically just going to have to expand some of my collection to another room. I've been trying to avoid that, but I just cannot have all of my collection in here the way that it is growing. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to move some stuff around, and I may not be able to see part of my collection like all the time, you know, but you know, at least I still have some awesome things, so can't really complain. But yeah, I think I didn't have this figure for a while, but it's very cool to have it again. And I really am hoping, I talked about this in the video I just did, DC and Funko. I really am hoping that they come through with something cool for that box, because it would be really nice to be able to sit this pop figure here next to something awesome that comes from Legion of Collectors. You know, we will see. I'm really especially hoping that they will include a villain. It would be really nice to see a villain in that box. The villains, especially DC villains, just don't get enough love. But that's true even for Marvel as well. I think they could do more villains. There's so many great villains that don't have a pop figure yet. I won't even get into the list right now. I'll just keep things moving. We have a box here, and then on the inside of this box, and I thought it was tape, but it's actually not. The tape is, I guess, from before. But we have here from a really awesome series, Stranger Things, we have a Dorbz here of Will, and this is actually the Chase Dorbz of Will. So that is very cool. Yeah, I know some people aren't really crazy about Dorbz figures, but I really like them, and I think Funko does a good job with some of the chases as well. So yeah, this one is very cool, and I actually like that sticker too, that limited chase edition sticker there. Yeah. So the only one I have besides this one now is the Demogorgon, which I think the Demogorgon looks pretty cool as well. Oh, he actually has his backpack on there also. That is very cool. So yeah, like I said, I know some people aren't crazy about Dorbz, but I do like this one, and I probably will. I'm almost feeling like I might need to actually create a Stranger Things section in my collection. Even though I don't collect a ton of Stranger Things, I'm starting to get enough to where maybe I will need a section just for it. Oh, so one thing I do want to say is something I just thought about. Looking at that figure there with Dorbz, of course, you can see, you know, the back. I mean, they have that window, so you can see some detail on the back without taking the figure out. But for pop collectors that are in-box collectors, yeah, I think you should at least one time take the pop out and really appreciate, you know, the design of it. There are some details on pops that some people never see because they never take their pops out of the box. But yeah, I think you're really missing out on some great details. There are some pops that really would surprise you, some of the details that are going on, you know, with what's going on the back of them, and maybe the hair sculpts and, you know, things around their legs and feet that you can't quite see when it's in the box. Just take the pops out sometime and really check out those details and really do appreciate them. And I can understand why some people are out of the box collectors, because, you know, there really are some nice things going on with the designs. Me, I'm still for the most part an in-box collector, but yeah, just check out those details though. It is worth it. So the next thing here we have is actually a collection. Well, not really a collection, but we got a couple of items together. And this is kind of unfortunate. It says here from a local comic book store closing, and this was a mystery box there. So I guess it's separate books, but I guess it was like a mystery package together. So yeah, it is a shame to me whenever a comic book store closes up. People, I say this a lot on my channel, please support your local comic book shops. Get out there, see what they got going on. I mean, it wouldn't hurt every once in a while to just go through, buy a comic. Sometimes they might have pop figures or statues, whatever it may be. Just support these local businesses. It's unfortunate to see so many of them going under, being swallowed up by these large companies. And I'm telling you, you never know what you might find at a local comic book shop. So we have here a couple of items from that comic shop that were bundled together here. So we have a comic here called The Rook, and this is a #1 issue by Harris Comics. I'm not familiar with that company or this title here, so I have to check that out to see exactly what is going on. Obviously this character is like, I guess, some sort of cyborg character from the looks of it. because it looks like he has a cyborg eye, or maybe there's something over his eye. Who knows? I definitely like that raven there in the artwork. Kind of a sucker for that. I like to see ravens in artwork, that real gothic feel to it. Well, this next one here, let me make sure I go and show you. This next one, Gateway, Welcome to Freedom Town. Right away, just at the look of that, it kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead. It's very post-apocalyptic looking. You see a figure hanging there in the back. Head on the spike there. Yeah, this is very like kind of Mad Max, Walking Dead style. Even got that dog going on there that's you know, designed like a German Shepherd, I guess. Reminds me a little bit of my dog, just a little bit. But let me actually flip through real quick. I'm kind of curious if this is very similar to Walking Dead. Yeah, it definitely has that vibe from the interior. I'll have to see exactly what's going on. Oh, there's some... I'm not even going to show this like some of the pages. There's some gruesome stuff going on in there. So I'll see what that's all about as I read it. Okay, then this here is... Okay, this is a full-on book that we have here. Act of Will. And definitely not one that I've heard of before. You see the author here, A.J. Hartley. If anybody's familiar with this author, please let me know what you think of his work. It's got to be a description of the story. Okay, so let me just kind of look over this real quick. This, let's see. Will travels with them in a distant land where they are charged with the investigation and defeat of a ruthless army of mystical horsemen who appear out of the mist, leaving death and devastation in their wake. There are horsemen pictured here. I'm not quite sure what this is all about and like what the reality of it is, or if it's like set in the past or just a completely made up world. It does, well, it mentions magic, so obviously it's very fictional, but yeah, I have to read this and actually see what's going on with it. Kind of a thick book there, but hopefully it really does grab my attention and I get into it. Well, yeah, it's a thick book, but looking at the pages though, it looks like this actually could be read pretty fast. I mean, it's not like the text is super small on it or anything, so yeah, I think this actually could end up being a kind of quick read. So hopefully it really does grab my attention. I will check that out. Sometimes I'm kind of picky about what I read because I really do want to get back into writing more myself, and I don't like to be too heavily influenced by other people's style, but yeah, I'm kind of intrigued. I will check that out and see what's going on. So the last item here in the bag, this definitely is got to be a t-shirt here, and I noticed this note too that James decided to include. It says here, these are yours to do whatever you want. Keep them, sell them, trade them, gift them, your choice. Okay, and that is very cool of him to include that. One thing I've learned about collecting is that because I mean from my own experience, things can get cluttered. You pick up a lot of stuff over time, so I've kind of learned not to be disappointed if somebody doesn't really hang on to something long term, just because I feel like collections are constantly changing. You know, they're constantly shifting around. Things sometimes kind of come and go. I know that's not just with me. I think that's with other collectors as well. So yeah, that's really the attitude I've developed also. When I give something to somebody, you know, that's up to them what they do with it from that point on. You know, but yeah, I definitely do appreciate these items. And what we have here, and I just dropped, sorry, he had another slip here related to what this is. Actually, it kind of spoils this. I'm just going to go ahead and show this though. So he also sent me here a t-shirt, and this t-shirt should look familiar to you all. I think it is from the Smuggler's Bounty, if I'm not mistaken, and it is for Star Wars The Last Jedi. Really nice colors on it. The red and blue almost gives sort of a 3D effect to it. And of course you have Chewbacca there, got Rey and a Porg. So really nice colors to that. Yeah, and that is pretty legit. So the size though, I don't think this is the size t-shirt I normally wear. I will try it though. People tell me that sometimes these shirts from the boxes kind of run different fits, and I have experienced that myself. So yeah, I will try this out, see if it fits me well. If it doesn't, then I'm pretty sure I could find a Star Wars fan that I know that would appreciate this. Okay, and again, like I said, yeah, really nice coloring with that. James, thank you so much for these items. It's always nice, especially at the end of the workday, to have a nice little pick-me-up that boosts from one of my supporters. And of course, people don't have to send me things, but when people choose to, it is really cool. I definitely do appreciate it. And you know, I'm looking at this card again. I really do like that, you know, especially with the flag and the dog together. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put that up right as soon as I'm done recording this, and then I'm gonna get some rest in, and then I will work on Funko News, which still with the schedule thing, you know, people probably watched it by now. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that video and that you enjoyed this video as well, and definitely plenty more content on the way. I will talk to you all again real soon.